Earlier, I ain't really planning to stay here for like a whole 2 hours talking about this. Let me let's see if we can just talk about this quickly. Like this live, share it and thing. Let me just deal with this quick, because I had to read this thing about 4 times to kind of gauge what happening. Alright. More questions and answers. Like and share, let Bill when we get up to about 30, 40 hour we will talk about it. Cause this thing real crazy. Why would you do that? Why would you even just, come out and say anything when it clearly not what's the word? Clearly not sure. Alright, so let's go through it. We're reading it paragraph by paragraph, right? Paragraph by paragraph. Right, all those are live. What's called this thing? Like it, right? Yeah, like and share. Okay. I'll come back to the chat just now. So basically, the article says CSEC examinations to be held in July. Who is posting this? Basic things about reading anything on the internet. CARICOM, Caribbean Community. So the CARICOM website is posting the information about CXC, not the CXC website. For those of you all that don't know, there was a meeting today that was held between all the ministers of education in the Caribbean under CARICOM, and it had a particular name, Caribbean Council for Human and Social Development, right? So they had a meeting today, and they're meeting us to chart the way forward with respect to examinations and how CXC is supposed to work or something like that. I'll remember just close up the chat quick on your phone and click like and come back so that the live will spread to other human beings, and I'll can share to wherever you need to share to, right? So CXC examinations to be held in July. That's the title. So the title of the article is CXC examinations to be held in July. First paragraph. CSEC and CAPE students will be sitting their examinations in July this year. Full stop. Why CARICOM telling me this? If I am a student, why is CARICOM telling me this? Why is CXC not telling me this? Okay. That was a decision coming out of the first emergency virtual meeting of the Council for Human and Social Development, COSD. COHSOD. COSOD. The meeting was chaired by the Minister of Education of Antigua and Barbuda, the Honorable Michael Brown. Alright, cool, no problem, thanks. We good at that. Watch this. Registrar of the Caribbean Examinations Council, CXC, Dr. Williams, made a presentation at the meeting where he explained that the administration of the modified examination process for the award of valid grades and preserving the integrity of the examinations involve the administration of Paper 1, multiple choice assessment, school-based assessment, and where applicable, additional assessment components along with the appropriate modeling, accounting for historical data and teacher predicted information. What is that? What is that? Ask the question. Where applicable, additional assessment components along with appropriate modeling, accounting for historical data and teacher predicted information. What I mean, you're going to get a next paper, they're going to put something else in place, they're going to check teacher predicted grades, they're going to look at historical data from the previous years to see how much ones they got and how much they have now. What I mean? I don't know. Like, this article is so shady. When I say it's not shady, it's shaky. All remember, like the video, thanks, appreciate it. He said, while the proposed revised administration schedule for examinations is July 2020, notice the word proposed is still there. Why the word proposed still there? I thought this meeting was supposed to come out with something solid. Did it come out with something solid? If it did come out with something solid, is this article supposed to be read or accepted as anything that is true? Or this is just a speculation article? What really going on? So while the revised examination schedule, while the proposed revised examination schedule for exams released on it's July 2020, there was a need for a regional consensus considering the impact of COVID-19 and the respective national protocols. So there was a need, or there is a need? There was a need. Okay, cool. The COH SOD also agreed to have examinations administered via e-testing modality in countries that are equipped with the requisite infrastructure. However, there were infrastructure challenges. Where there were infrastructure challenges, candidates would be allowed to sit paper-based examinations. Hold on. I don't even know why I have any headphones. I wasn't even listening to anything. Yeah. So, okay, cool. They're basically saying they're going to check the infrastructure challenges and basically give you paper if you need paper, right? So that's basically multiple choice. But the thing about it is nothing is clear here. Well, nothing is totally clear because CARICOM giving out the information. Usually CXC should give out the information. Alright, so all the other folks on the live, remember to click like. Just X off the chat, click like, and then come back to the chat and you'll see it there, right? Alright, the CXC in collaboration with UE presented another proposal at the meeting in relation to requirements for CAPE applicants for 2020 admission. Their proposal is to accept CAPE Unit 1 plus previous results to serve as matriculation to UE for the next academic year. Was accepted by the council. So basically, CAPE students, your Unit 1 marks are what are going to get you into university, plus previous results. What is that? Like, it's better they didn't put this article out at all, because this creating more questions than answers. Then now, this is the worst part now. The council adopted public health guidelines for the reopening of schools as proposed in the report from Executive Director of the Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARPHA, right? Okay, cool. They adopted public health guidelines for the reopening of schools. Every single country have a different COVID problem right now. So how they going to just go through what public health guidelines they're going to put? Okay, maybe CARPHA has public health guidelines on their website. Well, link the thing now. Like, one of the easiest things to do is to attach a hyperlink to something that you put in an article. That's just not this ain't making sense, boy. Like, why would you put out this? The report from CARPHA included initial guidance on the development of protocols for reopening schools and response, recovery, and resilience. Please, why don't just link it so that everybody could read it? She also spoke to the need for mental health considerations and, okay, cool, yeah, because everybody mental health could be in a mess, right? Last question, last paragraph now. Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago registered concerns regarding the decisions in relation to the date and modification of the CXC examinations. However, the CXC indicated that further bilateral discussions in relation to special considerations could be explored. So the meeting happened, but they could still talk more, or they could still explore more options. What going on? And then the Caribbean Union of Teachers also raised concerns regarding the health and safety of stakeholders. This is the worst. Like, this looking like a they try to give a play-by-play of what happened in the meeting without telling you that nothing happened in the meeting. Because there are two things that are ridiculously important. I'll look at start to put things in the chat now, right? I'll look at the comments in the chat now, right? Yeah. Basically, it says nothing by trying to say something, or tries to say something and says nothing. So there was a meeting, Ministers of Education came together virtually, and they say that they want to have it in July this year, but it's not official because there are many other things that they have to consider, and this person brought up concerns and all that kind of thing. I I was just watching a movie, yeah. I was just having my little movie night after a hard week of teaching, getting getting a little ease up, because real work went through this week, real assignments and thing. And then I go on a new student hub and I read in this article and everybody talking about it and I'm like, what? This can't be making any sense. Question one. How CARICOM posting about CXC business and saying the examinations are to be held in July? If the examinations are to be held in July, there are two people that could tell you that. CXC could tell you that, and your Ministry of Education could tell you that. CARICOM is not going to be able to tell you that, because the Ministry of Education is the one that's responsible for you as a student in the country, and CXC is the one responsible for the exams. Both of them had to make a decision. This here is kind of saying that nobody know who make the decision, because there are public health safety things to worry about. They have, you see this part here, with the universities accepting CAPE Unit 1 to serve as matriculation. Matriculation is just a big word for decide if you're going to get accepted or not. If CAPE Unit 1 is going to decide if some people get into Unit 2, so what about the people who didn't do good in Unit 1 and they're going to have to repeat Unit 2? And basically by saying that, they are kind of saying CAPE Unit 1 plus previous results. They're basically saying that the Unit 2 results may not be a good indicator to determine if you're going to university. That's what it seems like to me. If they have to talk to UE to tell them about how they're going to accept people, and they're accepting you based on Unit 1 alone, why not tell the university, hold on, wait until we get the Unit 2 marks, which are supposed to be legitimate because a paper 1 and IA is supposed to give you the best marks. Yeah, let me see all the comments quick. I really planning to stay here too long. Good night, sir. So it's not final, then can still postpone till September. Listen, until your Minister of Education makes an announcement to the country, that I don't want to see it as final. Until in Trinidad and Tobago, Anthony Garcia say that the exams are going to be done this time and this is exactly what is going to happen. That's all I worry about. What the hell? What about people who are supposed to do over Unit 1? Well, yeah, I was saying, if you're going to get accepted into university based on your Unit 1 marks and you do strippiness because, I don't know, time you didn't really work out too well or whatever, that ain't really making sense. That I'll just wait and see what CXC is saying. Yeah, I strongly recommend that. Anybody that watching this right now, well, let us wait until CXC say what it is, right? Because this article here is going to make you ask more questions. So basically CXC say we can't have exams next year and TNT and Jamaica can relax. School have to open and exam must go on in every country because UE and CAFA agree on it. That's your summary. Yeah. So if this July thing don't go through, what you think will happen? I don't know. I honestly don't know. These people, this thing kind of weird, and for all of the students, it even more frustrating. I can't understand. I really can't understand what they're doing, but it not adding up to me. It not making sense. Because all I know my grows is really why the paper 2 just all of a sudden disappear. Because if the paper 2 disappear, I have a problem with that, because just taking all the paper 2 just so for no legitimate reason. So in conclusion, nothing confirmed yet then except paper 1 and SBA. I don't even know if that confirmed, because CXC had to say that, and the Minister of Education, as I said. So if exam in July, when schools go open to complete syllabi, SBA, etc., or there are people who still didn't finish the SBA, yeah, that's true. People still have SBAs to submit. So would it be a fair chance for paper 1 and SBA to remain? I don't think so, boy. I honestly think that paper 1 and SBA is a far cry from a paper 2. I mean, even if they had paper 2 and SBA, I'd be okay with that. Because you could take out the multiple choice and it wouldn't cause a big drop in the bucket. But to just do the paper 1 and SBA in the name of doing it in e-testing, they're not flying. That's not that reason not really they're not sitting too well. Do you advise to still practice paper 2? Yes, I still advise practicing paper 2s because you will learn stuff and you'll be forced to learn more because you'll have to answer more detailed questions or more intricate questions. So I would advise, like in my classes, people still doing paper twos because that's what's going to actually bring out the knowledge out there, not just choosing. I know ritual going on. Yeah. Good night. Pure maths and accounts are IA exams. It have real people who didn't even get to do second and third ones. Yes, that's true. Plenty of people didn't get to do the IA exams because of school closed. So how they gonna check that? Kayla B, I was waiting for confirmation today. I've been disappointed. So if they're proposing only SPA and people want, what about private candidates without SPA? Well, the private candidates still getting to do the paper 3. So they said. That was a few weeks ago. They said the paper 3 will still be available for private candidates. So you ain't got to worry about that. I heard the leader of the anti-lockdown in America got COVID. I don't know if that's true or not. That good. So let me just recap this for you before I get out of here. There is this article that came out on caricom.org, which is the CARICOM website. And the heading of it says CXA examinations to be held in July, but the article gives more questions, causes more questions than answers, because it starts off by saying CSEC and CAPE students will be sitting the examinations in July this year. This was the decision coming out of the emergency meeting that they had today with all the ministers of education in the Caribbean. But then every single paragraph after that causing some concern. This paragraph says that, he gave a presentation saying that if you do the paper 1 and the SBA, they'll be able to get your good weighting, and where applicable, additional assessment components along with appropriate modeling accounting for historical data and teacher predicted information. Your teachers have to predict your grades. So if I predict that a child's supposed to get a 1, and then they do a paper 1 on an SBA, and the marks look good enough, then based on the teacher prediction, you're going to assign a 1, boy. That's rough. That's rough for some people. If that happened, it would be so hard to do that. He said while the proposed revised examination schedule for examinations is July 2020, there was need for a regional consensus. So was this meeting to get a regional consensus, or was this meeting just for people to voice their opinion? What is the regional consensus? The COSOD agreed to have examinations done by e-testing for countries that are equipped, and they would still have paper for the people who can't do it, like most places in Trinidad, right? In CXC, the CXC in collaboration with UE presented another proposal at the meeting in relation to requirements for CAPE applicants for 2020 admission. Their proposal is to accept CAPE Unit 1 plus previous results to serve as matriculation, meaning allow you to enter into UE. But what about people who not go in UE? What about people who go into universities away and to different countries, like who go and study in Europe, who go and study in America and them kind of thing? You can't go and tell them, based on a CAPE Unit 1 you have to take me, because they basically saying the CAPE Unit 2 mark ain't gonna be ready, or it ain't gonna be good enough, one or the two. Then the last part is the council adopted public health guidelines for the reopening of schools from CAFA. So obviously there's a CAFA document, but they didn't link it, so we don't know what the document says in terms of how the spacing going to be, how they're going to set up and all that kind of thing. That's all up in the air too. And then the last paragraph, again, because this is just a recap. Jamaica and Trinidad registered concerns regarding the decisions in relation to the data modification of the exams. And however, CXC indicated that further bilateral discussions in relation to special considerations could be explored. So they're still going to explore it after this meeting? Boy, I real good right now. So I'm having trouble doing a calculated query and access. Could you help? I have a video on that. Just go and search Make It Simple TT on YouTube, and Make It Simple TT and put SBA, and you will see the SBA guidelines for the sample SBA. That should help you with doing a calculated query. So do you have any idea when they'll make the announcement? I don't have any idea. I done predicting this thing. I just gonna watch and see what happens and call a spade a spade. Yes, let's wait on CXC, but I don't know how long that would take. But anyway, yeah, basically all you have to do is wait on CXC to put it on the website, or your Minister of Education. As I said, there are two people that could make this call. CXC, the Minister of Education, of the country. Whichever one comes first, that's the one you should listen to. Exactly, they go say this child worthy of a 3 to a 5 stoops. Yeah, some teachers may predict your grade kind of low because of how you were working during Form 4 and 5, and then you may start to study and may get your work done. But if your predicted grades don't match up to the grade that you get, I don't know how it will work, but somebody had to explain it. Are they using predicted grades? No, they wouldn't. Well, based on the article, some part of teacher predicted information going to be put into the whole pot to figure out your grade. Every meeting and article them release just causing more and more headache. Yeah, because I don't know, they can't say anything concrete. Dimitri, so what month do you think Susa? And not predicting again, And not predicting. And this next person guy, and I don't want to see this year. Boy, why I gotta tell you, I real good. Wow. I swear. Alright, that's now. When I was on this article before, if I refresh it, it was changing some of the things in it. Like they didn't have a picture at the start, and then after I refresh it, when it was on like 300 and something views, right now it's on 777 views. When I was on 300 and something views, it didn't have any picture inside of it. So let me see if they update it. But I'm literally trying to refresh the page right now, and it's taking a year to refresh. That's because a lot of people probably reading the article. Alright, so now it went from 777 views to now 1,789 people reading the article. Let's see if they updated anything. Nope, no update there. No update there. No update there. Nope. Yeah. More questions and answers, kids. I real sorry for you. As a teacher, I feeling it for all our students. Really feeling it. That this could never be right in terms of dissemination of information. Dissemination of information not supposed to be this hard in 2020. Tiffany asks, how would you predict a grade for a private candidate though? By me, accounting for historical data and teacher predicted information. Yeah, for private candidates, you can't get no teacher predicted information there. It's just gonna be what the exam say. So yeah. Let me see if I have a place to comment, boy. Nope. No, we don't have a place to comment here. Like nobody asking the serious question or nobody asking the hard question about where the paper tools gone. Like why the paper tools just disappear from the face of the talk. Like why paper tools just don't exist anymore in order to get the multiple choice done, because you still had to carry paper by plenty schools. I mean, the multiple choice being corrected via whatever, that's good, but it then I tell you, I'm feeling sad now. Thank you very much for your time. I'm glad that I got some all the feedback. Because you see that thing about reset candidates and private candidates determining their mark, going to be a scene, a real big scene. It was nice. I'll have a good Friday night. I'm going back and watch my movie now. Because, yeah, this article just not making sense, but it don't make sense. Was that somebody have a question just now? I just see somebody say they have a question. I was about to click end stream. What's the question? Quick, quick, quick. Aaron or Scotty. Yeah. The prepackaged doubles is $2 gone by St. Christopher's gas station.